Okay, I'm gonna do a flower shaped resin piece, and it's gonna probably be a bowl. And I forget how much the mold holds because I haven't used it in a while, but I only want to fill it maybe a third to a half full, because I want, if I make a bowl, you want it to be flexible, and if you make it half an inch thick, it's not going to bend at all. So I've mixed 18 ounces, and I'm going to put a couple of ounces in both of these little flower shaped coaster molds, and then the rest will go in here. So first of all, I'm going to make about 3 ounces, just a little less so I can stir it. And that's going to be my dark red. I'm doing a red bowl. And then I want this to be almost full, and this will be 8 ounces maybe. And I'm going to put just a little bit in, maybe about an ounce. That will be metallic gold. And the rest is going to stay clear. So I'm going to start with the gold, and that's going to be Beaver Dust Starlight Gold. This is a pretty shiny, bright gold. I probably don't even need this much, to be honest, but anyway. I am going to add some Pinata Rich Gold alcohol ink to that. And I have some Sparkle Diamond Gold bits from Laura's Art Corner. And then this will be, I'm going to use Bombay ink. So I want really kind of a bright Christmas red. So I'm going to use just the red. Pour in a little bit. I want this to be a little bit transparent. It looks pretty good. This is crimson, which is maybe a bit deeper. We'll try that first. Actually, this is bright red, which looks like orange. I'm going to put just a little bit of this in here. The Bombay ink kind of sticks on your sides of your cup. You've got to really stir it in well. That made it a little bit more orange than I want. So I'm going to go back to the red and add a little bit more. And to this one, I want to add some marble, which is a chameleon mica from Counterculture. I'm going to put just a little bit in there. Not much. And then I'm going to put a drop of ultramarine, so that this feels a little bit more like a burgundy color. And it's got a little bit of a color shift shimmer to it, which is really pretty. You have to be really careful with that blue. It'll overpower it for sure. Let's see how this one looks. A little bit of Cherry alcohol ink by Pixis, which is a red. I'd add just a little bit of alcohol ink. So it looks really red in the cup, but it's transparent, and that's what I want. This one is not as much transparent. I may not use all of this, I'm not sure. So let's start. Let's start with the red. This is one of these that I'm just going to pour it in and let it do its thing, and there's no timing that needs to be done to have a certain effect happen. And that around 4 hours or so, I'll come back and check it and shape it into a bowl and leave it overnight. So let's start. put in the flower part of the coasters. So now I'm going to put just a little bit of gold. You can't really bend these cups. Let me see. In a different cup that will bend. Kind of purplish. Go very lightly in here. I don't think I'm going to use all that. Okay, I think I'm going to mix up more red and just go with the straight red Bombay ink. And some cherry alcohol ink. I don't know if I want to use any more of that purpley deep color, so I'm going to pour a little bit in the middle. I'm hoping what this did here would do here, but so. Okay, it's been 4.5 hours, and it is pliable, but it's coming away from the mold, but you want to wear gloves so you don't put fingerprints all over it. And then determining this side or this side. You see a little bit more of the gold on this side, and it's got a pretty pattern, so I think I'm going to do it this side up. And I'll do gold edges as well with the paint pen. So we're basically just going to center it and push it down. And then try not to catch it on the edges of the sticks, because then it won't move for you. And I want to curl the petals over, and you need a shiny, sturdy bowl. And this is definitely one. So I'm going to stretch this just a little bit. These don't have to hardly be. I'll actually push this down just a little bit more on this side. And then I'm going to secure this with tape. I'm not doing it super tight. And then I'm going to turn it over and secure the tape here, just slightly so it doesn't move during the night. And then I want to keep this pressed down. So I've got a coaster here and a mold, and I'm going to clean it off really well. You don't want anything getting on your resin. And I may have to even put a clear coat on it after it's sat for 24 hours. And maybe not. So I'm going to set this down in the middle, kind of like a cushion. And then I'm going to just put a heavy object to weight it down. And I'll finish letting these cure. What I'll do is I'll take them out of the mold. And this will be the side that matches. So I'm going to lay them down flat inside of a mold just so they're protected. And I'll probably top coat these as well. That way they'll set up firm and flat. And I can put a top coat on and gold edges. So I'll be back. So there it is, and I've got a little bit of roughness there. I'm going to have to probably do some UV resin just to make that shiny again. And it's still a little bit flexible. So